Hey everybody, I'm JimClassic and you are watching Geekin. And for today's toy review, I will be talking about two different things. If you haven't noticed, you will see sitting right here out in the open is Transformers Animated Activators Class Cliffjumper and Transformers Legends Deluxe Class Starscream Super Mode from the Transformers Armada universe. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, why am I doing two different toys? Well, because I got these off of a guy on Instagram. His name is Damned Plastic Crack. Hold on. Yeah, his name is Damned Plastic Crack. I follow him on Instagram. He's selling off some of his inventory or collection. Collection. I don't think he's an actual store. And after some messages back and forth, he and I worked out an arrangement, and I bought these two for $40 total, and plus shipping and handling. And that was back in March, and I've been really holding on to these ever since. I haven't even looked at them until now. So, I'd like to talk about them right here, right now, with you. Starting off with Cliffjumper, we're going to move Starscream here to the side and out of the way. So, Cliffjumper here is from the Transformers Animated line, which lasted, I think Transformers Animated lasted from 2009 to maybe 2011 at the latest. And in vehicle mode, he's pretty much just a red repaint of the Activator's Bumblebee, which I wish I could have grabbed him. He's kind of still in storage right now. He's in my basement in storage, but it would take forever to dig him out. And he is a small police coupe. You see the little blue siren right there. So red coupe sports car. We have a nice Autobot symbol right there. The blue siren. We have these nice silver windows. They're kind of a metallic looking. Like there's a little bit of a There's a little bit of a shimmer to it. I think the camera's picking it up. Of course, we have the silver right there for the front of the grille and the headlights. Some nice hubcap. Basic. Yeah, it's silver-ish. Some gray back here with some lights. Rear window. So it's painted all around. Now, the thing is with this Cliffjumper, I don't know why. I just didn't buy him when he was in stores. And I guess I just assumed, they're going to just do the deluxe version of Bumblebee with the Cliffjumper head, and I'll buy that. And it never happened. So when this guy left the store, this guy was gone. I couldn't find him. I couldn't find him at all. And, eBay was selling him for like $30. I'm like, I don't really want to pay $30 for this. Which is one of the reasons why I just, I eventually found him at that, on sale on Instagram, and I just couldn't resist. I had to get Cliffjumper because Transformers Animated is one of my favorite Transformers toy lines. I don't own all of them. There's probably 4 or 5 that I just never got around to buying because I just didn't want them. But Cliffjumper was a missed opportunity for me, and I saw that second opportunity, so I just took it. Anyway, let's compare him. We're going to compare him to Transformers Power of the Prime's Beachcomber right here. Just so we have an idea of some scale. And, I'm sure someone is going to correct me. But, actually, no. Someone would have corrected me. I was going to say the Activators are the beginnings of the Legends class figures. But that wasn't entirely true. I think Legends class figures have been around since Transformers and Cybertron. So that I just would have been totally wrong. But I mean, this Activator is about the size of the current Legends class right now. Now it's an Activator class because it's pretty much an automorph. There's very little transformation that I have to do. I just hit the light bar. And nothing happens. It's spring loaded. It's spring loaded and it just pops up. I just fold the feet down, spread the legs a little bit, stretch that out, stretch that out, and there we go. We have Cliffjumper. Now, there's very little. Activator's Cliffjumper is a very simple guy, but he's packed with a lot of cool little personality. Now, as you can see, his Cliffjumper does stand pretty well. He's got those big, stompy feet right there, which pretty much holds him in place. And he does have some pretty bizarre proportions. Like his arms might actually be a little bit longer than his stubby legs. But he's, much like Transformers Animated figures, it was the norm to have just broad shoulders and tiny waist and, lower half. And, Cliffjumper does not disappoint. He does, strongly resemble that G1 Minibot, and he's also holding on to that animated aesthetic, that very cartoony, simplistic aesthetic. And it works. I love it. This guy has just got so much little personality. I love his head. Instead of just being a direct repaint of Bumblebee, he got a brand new head sculpt with that big, ridiculous jaw. He's got that little side grimace right there. If you can tell, that little slit right there where his mouth is. Just a side grimace. He's got kind of squinty eyes and little horns and stuff. And it's just a fun head sculpt. I mean, there's some scuffed. It's a little scuffed there, but I did buy it used, and I can't really hold that against him. But there we go. So, as you can see, his head is on a ball joint, and he can look up. He can actually look up pretty darn well. He can do some serious stargazing if he wanted to. That's as far down, looking directly head on, is as far down as the head will go. Here we have a ball joint in the shoulder, so it's kind of just a universal thing. And we have a double elbow right here because it's part of the door and the transformation. But it's a double elbow. And of course, we have the hand molded into the door. So, I guess that's the only real drawback, is you don't get a real hand on these toys. And, at the time, I guess that was an acceptable loss, for the activator class. But I don't know. I'm not really holding it against the toy too much because I do like Cliffjumper. It's still fun. We kind of have some extra movement right here, but this is more of a spring-loaded piece, part of the activator transformation. So it's not like you can pose it. But I suppose it just, if you're playing with the toy, it just gives him that little extra motion. There is no waist at all, but we do have a thigh swivel. We do have a bend at the knee, not much, but it'll do for a little stubby guy like Cliffjumper here. We have a little bit of an ankle rotation, and that's it. So poses can only be so dynamic here for Cliffjumper. That's not a bad pose. It looks like he's either running or charging at you or something. So it's a pose. Yeah, of course, no hands, but whatever. no real hands, at least. But yeah, it's just a fun little toy. And here we have Beachcomber again, just as a comparison, and they are about the same size. In fact, I think Cliffjumper might be just a wee bit taller, and no complaints there either. Yeah, okay. Activator's Cliffjumper. Highly recommended if you can find them in the aftermarket. If you can find them on eBay, you won't find them too many other places. Maybe conventions or whatever, but you're definitely have to find him on the aftermarket because he's been off the store. He's been off the store shelves since 2010 or whatever. So, but yeah, I like him. I'm glad I have him, and awesome little guy. So let's just move on to the next one, shall we? Okay, so and here we have the Transformers Legends Armada Starscream Super Mode. This is part of the 30th anniversary line. This is Takara Tommy. So this is the Japanese version of Starscream's Super Mode from the Transformers Armada timeline. This is not a Transformers Armada toy because Transformers Armada was, I think, 2003. This was from 2013 or 2012 or 2013. The Thrilling 30 line in America was simply the Transformers 30 years brand in Japan. So this was a Japan only figure, which is why you see the Japanese characters there, and it says "Get to Robot," I think, and we see LG18, which means this is part of the Transformers Legends line, as I just said. Armada, Starscream, Super Mode. And, we have Transformers on the side. Legends 18, so he was the 18th one in this line. Nice picture of Starscream. On the back, we have a product shot of the Jet Mode, product shot of the Robot Mode, Japanese characters. I don't know, deformed. Hey, I see little Rhinox. I see super deformed Rhinox right there. Can you see it? No? Maybe? 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 See? See a little deformed Rhinox. I see Tigatron. I see Cheetor being lazy. I see a little animated Optimus Primal. I'm sorry, animated Optimus Prime. I see Rat Trap. So a little super deformed stuff. That's all cute. It's all cute stuff. On the side here, alright, so we have a half product shot of the toy. Stuff on the top. More, I don't know, probably says Transformers. Oh, it actually says it right there. Transformers Legends. It says it right there in English. So good. Transformers Legends, more Japanese characters. Stuff on the bottom. Stuff I cannot read. So, I believe this has already been opened, by the previous owner, by Damned Plastic Crack, I'm assuming. So let's just, let's just take this guy out of the box. This is going to be my first time opening him up. Like I said, ever since I got him I bought him in March. He arrived in early May, and I've been kind of waiting to put him in front of the camera all this time. So I'm kind of anxious, kind of looking forward to checking him out. So let's get to it. And here we have Starscream in Super Mode, or Starscream Super Mode in his vehicle mode out in the open. So, the box was a little bit tricky to open up. I had to do it in multiple parts. I guess, there was the plastic was wrapped around the cardboard, so I had to figure that out. Even though everything was untaped, it just took a little bit of finagling. But before we actually get to the Jet Mode, let's talk about the instruction manual that he comes with. And normally, I won't bother talking about the instruction manual, but for starters, this artwork of Super Mode Starscream is actually really cool. I love it. We also have the back, more Japanese characters, the actual product shot of the toys. We have the tech specs down here. That's all cool. And before we get to the instructions, we have a mini comic, which is, kind of just what I wanted to show off. I have no idea what's going on. I mean, I see Armada Megatron. I see him holding a Unicron doll. I see Starscream in Jet Mode and Robot Mode. The iconic scene in Armada when Starscream literally sacrificed his life for both to expose Unicron, which was actually, for Starscream, quite the noble end. I'm pretty sure this woman is Alexi from Transformers Armada. I guess she's all grown up now. And I don't know what's going on here, but, I mean, she did kind of have a thing for Starscream in the cartoon, so I don't know. I mean, even Starscream is just kind of like, what the fuck are you doing? And we see G1 Megatron talking to Armada Megatron. We see a little chibi Beast Wars Megatron just grinning like a moron. I don't know what's going on here. I see Megatron serving dinner to someone. I see Windblade getting blown up. I see Starscream looking up like, what? I see I don't know what I'm seeing there. I think that's Megatron holding the Star Saber, and then we have Megatron again holding a Unicron toy, and then we have, it looks like Starscream is yelling at Waspinator and a ghost, and while there's a celebration going on. I don't know what any of this is all about. And then of course we have the instruction manual, but we're not gonna dwell too much on the instruction manual. I just wanted to show off that little funny comic thing. I thought it was cute. Now, this entire time I've been saying, oh, well, this is Starscream from the Transformers Armada. Starscream this, Starscream that. Starscream's in a comic, Starscream artwork. And you're probably like, oh, JimClassic, you're fucking stupid. That's clearly Thundercracker. And I'm going to say, no, you're fucking stupid. That is what Starscream looked like in his upgraded mode in Transformers Armada. For the record, nobody here is fucking stupid. I'm sure we're all very intelligent and insightful people. Just saying. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just a sarcastic prick. Yes. Yes, this is clearly a Thundercracker paint job through and through. But, yes, this is also... Oh, Beachcomber, please, no. You've had your chance. But this is what Starscream looked like when he was upgraded towards the middle part of Transformers Armada. There's even a line in the cartoon series where Starscream gets upgraded and it's like, oh, I look just like Thundercracker. That was my best Starscream that I could do. Actually, I could probably do better, but I don't want to kill my vocal cords. But, so, yeah, this is like him, like, supercharged, super powerful, you know, super Starscream. And so, yeah, just so we get that clear, we're not talking about Thundercracker here. We are talking about Starscream. And quite frankly, I'm kind of surprised this toy never made it in America. I mean, there was a Thundercracker toy made for the Armada line. It was this color scheme. You know, we had Starscream, we had Thundercracker, we had Skywarp in the large Voyager class versions back when Armada was a thing. And, you know, when Starscream came out in America, I was expecting to see Skywarp, and I was expecting to see Thundercracker, and it just never happened. And the next thing you know, I learned about this, I forget where and how, but, you know, the Skywarp was used as a BotCon exclusive, and just, you know, we never got to see the blue version in America. So, like I said, naturally, I saw this opportunity on Instagram, and I just had to snatch it up. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get on with this thing. So, first off, I do really enjoy Thundercracker's color scheme. It's always, I mean, Skywarp is my favorite, but Thundercracker just, I don't know. I don't know what it is about Thundercracker's color scheme, but I always just get this feeling that I'm home. Like that's the feeling that I get. Just reminds me when I was a child. You know, Christmas morning. Like, this is what I get. This is what I think of. This is where I go when I look at Thundercracker's color scheme. You know, just Christmas morning, 5-year-old child. You know, and just that nostalgic feeling. I just get that from Thundercracker. I don't even get that from Skywarp, and he's my favorite out of the Seekers. Anyway, that's a little bit into the mind of JimClassic. Let's just get back to the review. So, you know, lovely blue. We see the paint detail, you know, the paint deco right here. I like how it just goes around the Decepticon symbol. Bright orange cockpit. The red's actually pretty glossy right there. Nice silver. I like this gunmetal gray. This is kind of like a nice little. It's like muted and glossy, but I really like it. We have some clear plastic, nice silver, nice red. Even that. I'm terribly sorry for that jump. My batteries died, so I had to charge my camera. So hopefully, let's resume. I don't remember where I left off. I'm just gonna say I love this color of blue on Skywarp. Let's redo that again. I love this color of blue on Thundercracker. I really like the red paint, how it goes around the Decepticon symbol. The yellow cockpit is just bold and just in your face and just it's bright as day. And if you notice that red is like really glossy too. Really glossy. the gunmetal gray here around the. I guess this would be the I mean, well, this is the missile launcher, but it's meant to look like an intake manifold. I guess these would be the intake manifolds right here. So yeah, I guess the missile launcher. So the missile launcher has a very metallic gunmetal gray, but it's like dull and matte at the same time. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but I do like it. Got more blue, got some clear plastic here, got more shimmery silver with the red. I do like the Decepticon symbol. Again, it's just very shiny. These are all great colors. These are great colors. Not much on the bottom, but I mean, at least you get like a solid jet mode. And it does have working firing missiles. It's pressure based, so you push here, missile comes out there. See? I'm not gonna lose this missile. All right, well, let's go to comparisons. Sorry for the jump again. I am having technical difficulties tonight. But anyway, so here's a comparison with Starscream, with regular Starscream, and BotCon, Skywarp, and BotCon Ramjet. And it's all the same mold, with the exception of the head sculpt right there. But yeah, they all look good. They all look good together. This is, like I said, everything else is American. This is the only Japanese one here. So just a quick little comparison. I just wanted to show them off, And anyway, let's just get to transformation before anything else craziness happens. We want to avoid. And here we have Starscream in his robot mode, and again, we are getting very much of a Thundercracker vibe with this figure, and I am not complaining. So as we can see, there's still not much has changed when it comes to color. Actually, none of it's changed when it comes to color. We're still getting a lot of the blues, the grays, the reds. Let's speed this up a little bit. I really like how the red is just going across the chest like that. That's actually kind of cool. And what we have here is, I like the red in the face. That's definitely a nice departure from other Seekers. It's a really cool look, and I love that head sculpt. It's actually really nice. And the light piping is pretty good, too, as I'm sure you can see right now. It's just blazing through. It's not a color, though. It's a very clear. Yeah, it's definitely a clear plastic. But then again, it goes with the weapons. He comes with accessories. They're attached to the back of the wings. He's got the swords. It unfolds. Put it in the hand. Take the other one off. Fits into the other hand. The weapon does fold over the shoulders, just like the actual Armada toy did. And even that looks kind of cool. I mean, it does look like Starscream is ready for battle. He's either going to dice you up with those swords, or he's going to blow you to hell with those rockets. He does feel very lightweight. It's a very lightweight toy. You're going to see in a minute, it's kind of thin in some areas. We have the spine, we have some filler, and then we have the cockpit. And it's actually kind of a layered body. Because if you were to remove a middle part, like there's a little hinge down there, if you were to remove it, he'd be see-through. You could see right through him. But it's good engineering in regards that they were able to layer it a little bit just to fill it out just a smidge. but you can still see through it if you're paying attention. Anyway, when it comes to articulation, we do have a ball-jointed head. He can look around in just about every direction, but the body does kind of obstruct it away, so it's tricky. I am having a little bit of a difficult time moving it. He can look up, partially because of the hinge in the collar area, and he doesn't really look down. He just looks straight on ahead. But, overall, I guess it's not too bad. We do have some wing articulation. The wings are on a ball joint, so they can either go up, you can sweep them back. We have really nice shoulder joint right here, and this nice little hinge, and of course it rotates right here. And I even like how that is there. It makes it just look like, just makes it look like the mechanical part of the robot is like geared out, like, it goes. I don't know. I don't know what that is, but it's just supposed to look like a mechanical piece, supposed to help with like the muscle fiber of the armpit joint or whatever. So it's kind of a cool visual that doesn't need to be there, but they added it. We have a bicep swivel. We have elbow, 90 degrees. No wrist swivel, but I mean, of course, with the transformation, it does do that. So I mean, you could just, if that does anything for you, you can do that. No waist articulation at all, but we do have ball jointed hips. Can go out that far, and he can. I don't know why that's kind of funny. This is amusing me. So good articulation with the legs. We have a thigh swivel with a hollow leg, unfortunately, but whatever. We have a nice bend at the knee. Look at that. But then again, of course, the leg is hollow. And we have foot. I don't know what this is called. This is not a foot tilt, but just a foot rotation. Not just a foot rotation, I guess. Pivoting. A foot pivoting. So. Oh, and I almost forgot. And the rockets. They articulate going out. They can either, be stored on the back, or they can go up for attack mode. And of course, the rockets still fire if you put the pressure things down. We don't want to lose the rockets, so we're not going to launch the rockets. And one thing I did neglect to mention, he has 4. Starscream, don't ever do that again. Yeah, alright. Starscream has 4 minicom ports. One right there on the weapons, and one on each arm. Not that I have a minicon available right now, they're all in storage, but he has 4 minicom ports. Okay, so let's just get to some comparisons, okay? Let's get him. Let's get the band back together, shall we? Okay, so here we have Transformers Armada Starscream. Here we have Transformers Armada Skywarp. And we have... Was this Transformers Armada or was he Universe? Either way. And we have Ramjet in the back. And it's it's really cool to have these 4 guys together, in this deluxe generations format. I do have Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp in the actual Armada versions. I never got the Armada version of Ramjet. But it's good. It's nice to have these updated versions all together. And yes, I am going to, in my own mind, this is going to be Thundercracker. I am, I've been saying Starscream the entire time because that is what this is. But, he will always be Thundercracker, Starscream, Skywarp, and then, I got Ramjet in the background. Oh, yeah, why the hell not? Let's put let's put Ape Face right there. That's Ape Face. Because that's Starscream. That's Ape Face. Yes! Anyway. In short, I'm really happy that I have Super Mode Armada Starscream in my collection. It's just really cool. I love, like I said, I love the colors. This is a really fun, solid toy. I mean, yeah, I did say it's lightweight, but it's good. It's fun. I love it. And it's nice to have all these Armada guys in one place again. Oh yeah, hold on. You know what? Hold on. Let's get Ape Face out of here. Let's get Megatron in on this. Let's get our Megatron in on this. Yes, it is. It is Transformers Cybertron. This is one of the Megatron versions for the Cybertron line, and even that looks kind of cool. Like, obviously this is Beast. No, obviously this is a Beast Wars inspired, Megatron. It's based off of the 10th anniversary deluxe Beast Wars version, but with the Cybertron paint job, and it's just kind of cool. I like it. Okay, so I think that does it for this review. I'd really like to thank Damned Plastic Crack. I really like to thank him because he's awesome. We were chatting for a bit, and selling me Starscream and Cliffjumper here, and it's really cool. I'll put a little mention in my video, so that if you're on Instagram, you can check it out, because he doesn't always sell off his collection, but sometimes he does. So check it out, because he does. He'll periodically just start making post after post after post after, oh, this is on sale, this is on sale, this is on sale, and it's worth it. It's worth checking out. It took a month for these guys to come here because he's in Japan. I guess he lives in Japan, I'm assuming so. And so, yeah, again, that's Damned Plastic Crack, and I just wanted to thank him, again, for this. This was awesome, and, yeah, I guess that does conclude this video. I'm JimClassic, and you've been watching Geekin' It.